So welcome everyone. Anyone who else who joins can join us. So most of you know Teacher Xie, but for any of you who haven't met Teacher Xie, um, Teacher Xie's full name is Xie Xuan. Have I said that correctly? Which means River of Thanks, which is a very beautiful name. Someone is echoing. I'm just going to. And we have Teacher Xie's son with us today, Jason. We call Jason, that's his English name. And Jason has just finished his studies in English, so he has very, very good English. And while Xie does speak English, Jason gives us some very clear translation. So Jason will be assisting with us today. So I'm going to put you, Teacher Xie, on. I'm going to pin you. And would you like to introduce yourself, Teacher Xie? I've already told everyone your name. You were a member of the Dao Hearts team in the Wudang Mountains for 6 months, and you were also the Vice Chancellor of the Xi'an Center as well.
You mean I speak English or Chinese better?
I put you on the spot. So we're going to make a start with the questions. Maybe we could give a little bit of a summary of what we've been doing online this year with our online workshops. We've been focusing on the lungs, healing the lungs. And I've been learning that this is really important, not only in Taoism and traditional Chinese medicine, but also in the Tibetan system as well. And I was even doing some research because of your classes about the Tibetan as well. And they were saying that actually the lung energy is very important, especially for Westerners, because in Westerners we've become so much more in our mind and intellectual that we've really lost connection with this subtle energetic body. And the lungs are really important. So can you explain to us why the lungs are so important from an energetic and physical level?
We receive energy from three conditions. One is food. First, you can take energy, you can transform energy from food. Second, breathing. Second one, breathing to receive energy. Third, you join the nature, the air, forest, outside, sky and earth from the nature, you receive energy. So this is three basic conditions to receive energy. So that's why lungs. If you have good lungs, you can receive a lot of pure energy without negative energy. So three conditions. How to take the qi, how to get the qi. Three, food, breathe, and join the nature. And healing, all the internal organs healing. First is start from lungs. Including liver, including heart, including kidneys, including spleen. all need to start first, make good lungs. And then focus to other organs, treatment or healing or exercise. Good lungs means you have good mind. You have healthy mind. Healthy mind can stop a lot of negative energy enter your body. So this is why this year, every workshop, every online session, we focus on lungs. And the lungs influence the lungs three mind. You remember vanity, competitive, envy, or jealousy. This mind, we are not easy keep notice. Always after the mind come, we just we notice, I did jealousy, I did competitive, I did vanity. And this three mind make pollution effective to your lungs. Okay, Sarah, continue.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. So, did everyone get that? So, we were talking about that the lungs collect a lot of negative emotions, and the emotions of the lungs are things like envy, jealousy, competitiveness, and vanity. And so, it was really important to clear the lungs. So, Teacher Xie, maybe you could explain, ask if I ask you what is Qigong? Do you have a definition of what Qigong is? Many people ask, what is Qigong?
I have to only follow Dr. Pang explanation. Qigong, it is your mind inside active.
Very good.
I don't dare to give other words.
And how about Gong Fu? Sabina's question was, how would you explain Gong Fu?
Fu, it is you can make efficiently improve your life, your body and mind. You can make efficiently improve other body and mind. You can make improve efficiently the society, improve the society. This is a general Qigong Gong Fu perception or principle. It's not about how deep you can quiet, how deep your paranormal, or how strong your energy. It is you can efficiently improve yourself, your friends, society.
So how to work on all different levels of our life rather than just go and sit in meditation. How to live our lives efficiently in
Mm.
different areas.
From practice, very efficiently, very wholly, you can quickly, you can efficiently find yourself, find your inner understanding, perception, awareness, and use this new perception, new awareness guiding your practice and the daily life. So we say practice, it is only the medium. Medium. It's between you and outside. It's a bridge, or
Mhm.
it is a boat to cross the river. It's a boat.
Yeah. And so, um, how do we explain the difference between observation and awareness? Yeah. How, I think, are they the same thing? Observation and awareness, different names? What is awareness? What is observation? Are they the different or the same? And what are they?
They have a lot of overcome. They have a lot of area overcome. Uh, overlap.
Overlap. Jason.
Overlap.
Overlap. Overlap.
Mhm.
And observation a little bit have your intention to do, have your mind to do. And awareness is just like the mirror, just the projection, just very pure naturally, without personality to do observation. The relationship is like a wave and water.
Yeah.
Wave have movement, have more or less motivation or doing something, to do something. I have to do something. And the water is just water. It's water mirror water, or water express water.
So in the beginning, we need a bit more doing, a little bit of intention, and then eventually it becomes more natural.
Yeah,
Without
doing it is necessary. You cannot pursue do nothing. You have to do. Only during this process you make less obsessive to do.
I think you gave an example once, didn't you, of having breakfast. Do you remember your example you gave of having breakfast?
Breakfast.
You were giving the example. What was it you were saying? We just have breakfast. It's just very natural. We don't make a
Oh,
big.
I remember the question is which one can really make you, real you? One, it is you had success, satisfied breakfast. Another, but every day you can have breakfast. And another, it is you got phenomenal. Example, tornado, big
Tornado?
tornado.
Mhm.
It is strong energy. It's a strong, big. It is big, phenomenal. So surprise and great. The question is which one make more real you, real inside you.
Mhm. Yeah, I remember that.
And normally people like to experience phenomenal. Some workshop, some practice, such a special, such a strong feeling, such a impressions.
Unusual, yeah.
Oh yeah, unusual.
Yeah.
Because we like to experience special, great, or powerful. Question is which one make you more real inside, transform, real inside experience, and a real inside connection. So this is a breakfast question.
I remember when you were in the UK, we had a guy that came to the workshop. He was a fighter and he had a
Mm,
tumor in his head.
yeah.
He was looking for, he was looking for big healing, big
Mm,
phenomena healing. And you
yeah.
said to him to find his connection. What was
Yeah.
his connection? And he
Yeah.
said, oh, he liked to paint. And you
Yeah.
told him to go and paint, but he didn't really understand. You were
Mm,
you were helping him, I noticed, to find his connection, his true
yeah,
nature. Is
yeah.
that healing? Healing is to find our connection.
Painting for him, it is including a lot of himself, but he still need transform this painting, transforming this painting as a chi state, as chi inside, and then chi can working inside. So painting still is his medium because this is more connection with himself. So this is why in the 10 years, we always skip the question, can you find your practice? You don't have to only follow other teachers, other people, the practice. You have to find your practice. Your practice means at least you have a lot of yourself join this party, join this exercise. Otherwise, you have to only copy, only in the rigid way to copy, and without yourself, without your heart. So the hobby is a lot of yourself. And from this, a lot of yourself, trying to find the real, your practice. But based on first, you have more connection.
It's interesting you say that because I'm sorry for interrupting, Sarah, if I'm allowed to, or you want to continue. Okay.
Go ahead, we're flowing. Yes.
I have a coach, and we sometimes go on travels with her. And during the traveling, she is asking us all the time to paint. And I don't like to paint, I don't like to draw. But she's asking it all the time. And then she says, you cannot read your own paintings. You do not know what you're painting. And it's not about painting something beautiful or expressive. It's expressing yourself in who you are. And it took me a very long time to understand that
Mm,
because I, as a person with your ego, you always want to, if you do not have the talent, you think I cannot draw. So why would I
mm,
paint? But she's saying all the time, no, you paint. It doesn't matter what you're painting. It's
mm,
about yourself. But she also says all the time, you cannot read your own paintings. You do not know yourself. That's what she also saying. So it's very interesting what you are saying now. Yeah, yeah.
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 Mm. So from Qigong knowledge, it is first based on a lot of your inside connection, and then you get efficiently practice. If no connection, even hard practice, only hard practice. So a little bit extra. Actually, which words have a lot of yourself? And which one always disturb you practice? The words it is ego. Ego is a lot of yourself. But we couldn't real beyond and use this ego to practice to transform into qi effective. Then ego only disturb us. But you have a lot of connection. Actually, it's ego. It is your best friends to practice because a lot of you.
Can you explain a bit more? So, for example, um, I with the guy with the tumor, we discovered he liked to paint, and you were trying to help him find his connection with himself. And
Mm,
myself, recently, I realized how much I love to dance, but I hadn't
yeah.
dancing because I'm doing serious Qigong and I don't have time for dancing. But recently I've been doing dancing and I've
Mm-hmm.
discovered a form of dancing that's very Tai Chi like. And I feel
Mm-hmm.
a connection with that.
Yeah.
So is
Yeah.
that my ego also finding connection? How does that
Mm-hmm.
work?
Yeah.
So
Because you give your definition, you are only dancing Sarah. You forgot you are practice Sarah. You can be Chi Sarah. Definition make you strong boundary. Boundary means all that energy couldn't end.
okay.
If you
So
try to dancing Sarah, I use dancing Sarah to practice. You open your door. So words just a game, just the toy. It's depend you can use these words or you don't want to use these words.
so if I'm just dancing and it just feels really natural, that's connection. But if I'm like, oh, look at my dancing, look how, good I look, or that's ego, Sarah.
Oh, if you really recognize this ego, Sarah, possible you make liberation. You can make your freedom.
If I notice.
Only something you only don't want to say, tell yourself, I'm ego. You like every words, but only you don't want to take ego me.
So we're pretending that it's not the ego.
So we say practitioners is everybody is you are the brief. Ego is a brief. We are the loser and the weak. Only this difference.
Sorry, may I ask something?
Yeah.
If you could clarify, please, teacher, about what you said before Sarah was talking about the dancing. You were talking about it's good to practice with the ego. Or
Mhm,
I don't think I understood because we were told all the time we want to detach from our ego,
mhm,
to go beyond the ego. And
mm,
so I did not understand what you meant by that ego is a good practice or something like this. Maybe I misunderstood.
mm. You use ego, you use dancing, you use painting, you use singing, you use daily life, you use your body and mind to practice. This is become your liberation. You never blocked by only definition of dancing, singing, painting, traveling, daily life, doing anything. You are already releasing this boundary. Our logic, every logical words automatically make a boundary. If you think this cooking is my practice, then cooking alive, studying alive, dancing alive. If you only think dancing, you are in the jail, you are in the boundary, you are blocked yourself. Only this. So ego can help you a lot if you want, if you will.
So when we notice the
Quickly,
boundaries.
quickly you make ego be shifting to ego-less. So we say ego-less, it is a shortcut to practice. It's the best tool. And our ego like to take big circle practice. Ego don't want to take the shortcut.
So you were saying that
Yes.
everything of these
Yeah.
methods that we use, is it dancing or singing or cooking or all of these things, when we do them, this is a way actually to liberate ourselves from the ego. Is this what you mean?
You your mindset is everything is a practice.
Yeah. Okay.
That everything transforming.
Okay, thank you. I got it. Okay.
So remember, most people remember this big swan and the glass bottle. Swan and the glass bottle. You know, at the beginning, people make these words. Purpose, it is to help us understanding more, each other understanding. But gradually, we are in the jail, in the words jail, in the knowledge, logic jail, lost freedom, and lost the intention. The language, the words, it is help us to understanding. Don't want to use language, the logic thinking become our boundary and jail. Continue, Sarah. Sorry.
Okay, we have a couple more questions and then we could do a practice. So I'll read you the question. It says, I would like to know if basic knowledge about TCM would help us Westerners with better results in the practice. Thank you, from Sabina.
So if you want to make if benefit from TCM knowledge, you have to change your background, your culture, your consciousness background as a Qi. You are in the Qi background without logic thinking background. Then you can make more effective.
Okay, we have two more questions and then maybe I'll just give everyone an open mic and then we'll do a practice. So as we get older, why does the Qi rise to the higher Dantian? Are there any daily practice or visualizations that help the Qi descend and strengthen the legs?
Yeah. So reason is legs, Qi and blood become weak. The flowing not enough. So we can practice more standing meditation. And the standing meditation, you must be very relaxed. Your muscles release obsessive kind of relax or grounding. You can guiding the Qi and the blood more flowing in your legs.
We have a question in the chat from Danielle. She says, hello, Sarah. We were talking about the breath-lung connection. Can you please ask Teacher Xie what we can do when we have flu? I am sick this morning with a flu. Oh, I hope you feel better, Danielle. What can you do if you have flu, Teacher Xie?
感冒是吧？
对，感冒了，流感，肺不好嘛，和肺什么相关的锻炼。
This year we did a lot of introductions and exercises for lungs. So very basic. It is from knowledge level. You do your best to overcome your shortcoming. Be careful your mind. Make less competitive, less jealousy. And from exercise to do more rotating your elbows, rotating your shoulders joints. Yeah, like the Sarah did. And quickly you release the lungs inside the sticky.
Okay. So that's for the flu. Did you get that, Jason? You know flu, don't you, Jason?
Yes.
Flu, yeah.
Kind of a disease.
Like yeah. Okay. And
So any illness or problem feeling from nose, from skin, from coughing, from 这个叫什么淋巴怎么说的？serum
淋巴就是 lymph，
淋巴lymph
还有支气管
lymph
嘛？你说支气管是吧？
淋巴支气管对
lymph and bronchus。
this all it is belong to a lung system. All is our lung system. So you can check your mind if no jealousy, no competitive. You also can check your inside if your breath can go deeper slowly. And this is competitive, make your breath short on the surface, cannot make connection with your kidneys and the lower dantian.
how about grief? It could be grief and sadness too.
Grief,
Sadness, grief.
sadness. Sadness, if you continue practice, and this sadness, it is very natural, normal. Because if you keep practice, you have to always letting go old me, old habit, old emotion, old something. And this is also make you sad. But this is the positive side. It is your progress. You make progress, and together with sadness, because you always say bye-bye to your old life, old habit, old emotion, and old thinking. So sad, actually, you can find a lot of positive because have your progress. So sadness is sometimes no reason side. Also possible you are in progress. If you don't have this perception, we only have to give negative thinking. Oh, I don't want to have this sad. So no pain, no gain. This means gain has pain process. You don't want to get everything easy to get everything without payment, without any feeling or any negative. But if you find your progress, everything you can easily letting go, including sad, including painful, including you feel lost. This is feel lost. This is always normal.
You also said once that it's also the body goes up, down, body up, down, life up, down. So it's normal to go up, down sometimes. Yeah.
If you practice your aspiration enough big space.
So we always keep our aspiration so that when things even go down, our aspiration keeps us strong.
Yeah. You accept ocean wave and hot shower water. You accept everything.
Keep our aspiration.
Including phenomenal, including boring life. Then gradually you can releasing your focus to why my energy always up down, why my life always up down. If you have enough bigger aspiration, this is normal. as the universe have season change, spring, summer, winter, have the tsunami, have the storm, have the thunder, have the flash. Because they are universe. And our body, it is in ego, small area, but your heart, it is universe. Okay.
So I'm aware of the time now. It'd be nice to do a practice together. But if anyone has a question before we do the practice, something they would really like to clarify or a question.
I would, if it's possible.
Okay, go on, Marianne.
Yes, I do not know if I'm allowed to do this, but I want to ask a question, not about the lungs, but I followed another course with Teacher Xie about SLS, and I want to ask one small question about that, if it's allowed. I did with you the SLS Teacher Xie, and you taught us the yin and the ing, the pronunciation, the chanting. If I do the chanting, can I also do it quiet, so I don't have to say it out loud? I just do it inside. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, that was the question. Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Nothing kidnap you.
Say it again.
Nothing kidnap you.
Okay.
Only you kidnap yourself.
Okay. Okay, thank you. That's enough. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
You can change practice as your hobby, as your painting, singing, dancing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Sarah, I send you another question. Maybe you.
Oh, I didn't see it. Go ask Wei Roy, and was the last question clear about the observation and awareness? Yeah, please ask.
No, it was another question. It is that when we come to a pure state that and to this awareness or consciousness state, we need to keep it at the same time we allowing non-duality life, our life activities, and let them merge together. But I lose this connection all the time, and I need to remind myself. I need, as a cow or sheep, a ball around my neck to remind myself, come back again. And I would like to ask you how do you do, how you remind yourself. I can use my mobile, I can use different methods to come back, but it is so easy to lose myself in doing and in ego. So how do you do? What is the best way to, or methods, or because I can't sit during the meditation when I'm sitting consciously, intentionally, then it kind of works, but not in daily life activities. And as you mentioned before, through doing, through eating, through doing our life to come closer to ourself, through doing come to the being state and merge them together. So I need some support suggestions from you.
这个就是那个上午我跟你讲那个问题，就是他经常丢失自己，然后呢连接不到真我。在练功的时候可以，但是在日常生活中就不行。他问你有什么建议啊？
I remember Dr. Pang at the beginning when he young, he practiced give people healing. he spent 3 years. Just people told him, my lungs problem, and Dr. Pang practice immediately reaction, immediately 好了, immediately healing, the Qi working. 3 years at least. And until he stopped to give healing to people, because many students, they do the healing class. Also, Dr. Pang have to take 3 years to overcome this habit.
How did he succeed?
Yeah. Because there's overcome the habit time, he has to focus to other side, to attention other side, without a healing process, without healing, because this already direct reaction. He still need time to overcome, to stop this habit. Just the habit. Same as we go anywhere, we never forget phone. You never forget your phone, because in the already connection. Hope this can help you understanding a little bit. Not one day, not 2 days.
Yeah, I remember when you were in the UK, I lost my phone a couple of times. I have a habit of forgetting where I put my phone. And you said to me, because I didn't have connection with the phone,
Yeah,
which is really, and it's really interesting. And I never thought about that. And it was true. Sometimes I feel no connection with material things, that I sometimes lose them because I don't have any connection. Then I don't have any connection with them until I've lost them. So maybe the more we find the connection, the harder it is to lose. I don't know.
Another shortcut, it is, you don't need this. You don't need to keep something.
Just let it go.
Yeah, but I need to eat, I need to cook. And then through this cooking, this habit, I as you said, I'm going, I am connecting to my true self through my doing. But that is, as you say, my habits are so strong, my ego is so strong, so it is a struggle, it seems. So it's really a big, huge challenge.
If you recognize your ego, you can always make notice. I practice this. When you find your ego, because ego always notice you. Don't forget me.
Yeah.
Then gradually new habit come. So this is a good use your ego to practice. So big ego, big practice. Small ego, small practice.
Catch the thief.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. Catch the thief.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. That was
so when you recognize, oh, my ego working, you can quickly add words. Oh, I practice this. I practice with my ego, and then you always can practice, because ego always notice you.
Yeah, I have this experience, because when you discover it, you really, it's much easier to go beyond it. Yeah.
It's true.
You don't need beyond.
It just happens.
If you think you have to beyond, you use this. I have to beyond, become I practice this. because this is another big ego.
Mm.
When you think, oh, why I always put practice with my ego, you also practice this way. We say devil growing, Buddha also growing.
Ah,
We were talking a lot about allowing, weren't we, also in the workshops this year? The state of allowing, and there are different types of allowing. There is the natural allowing. Is that right? We allow everything to be there without struggle. Is that correct?
Yeah. Okay.
Good practice.
Yeah, a little bit. We mentioned last word. It is why we have a negative mind, negative thoughts. Because our brains not enough nutrition, not enough qi not enough. Then we have to think the lower level issues, lower level thoughts. So now we use 10 minutes to nourishing your brain cells, nourishing your consciousness. So make your consciousness 营养健全怎么说？营养 full of nutrition 营养不良怎么说？你知道吧？
营养不良。
Before our consciousness, the nutrition, too much, not enough, too
Before
hungry.
before it's malnutrition.
Our mind, our consciousness, which words?
Malnutrition.
Malnutrition. So now you're sitting straight, keep your spine straight. And raise your palms. Left palm, right palm, and your brains as a triangle, stable triangle. Stable triangle. Then, because triangle, it is stable information. Stable information, very easy absorbing energy from outside unstable space. Because outside is changeable. Outside everything is changeable, but the triangle is more stable. This triangle can absorb essence of universe qi into your consciousness, feeding your consciousness. Then close eyes. You just experience and a little bit aspiration, a little bit intention. The whole universe nutrition, nourishing me, nourishing my every cells of brains, nourishing every small point from my consciousness. My consciousness full of nutrition. There's a strong absorbing. And our daily life sensations all shifting into the energy field. Send the best information. Your brain's every cells quickly full, quickly swallow the energy, eating the energy, feeding your brains, feeding your consciousness. Consciousness full of nutrition. Rings full of nutrition. Rings Qi abundant. Rings Qi abundant. Slowly raise hands up, palms overlap on Bai Hui and grounding. Grounding. Receive energy from food, from breeze, from your inside connection with nature, with sky and earth. Grounding, grounding, grounding. Okay. Hands lower down. 3 times as possible. It's a long breath. Better you can find you receive energy. Okay. Relax, breathe. Okay, eyes open. Okay, give back to Sarah.
Okay, thank you everyone for joining today. I've made a recording. I will share that recording. If you are interested in any online workshops, we have some in July and August with Teacher Xie. I'm also organizing a retreat in Spain. And Teacher Xie will also be visiting other parts of Europe. Where else will you be visiting, Teacher Xie? You'll be visiting Italy and Germany and the Netherlands also. Is that
I
right?
don't know, Jason more clear.
Jason is so where else will Teacher Xie be in this autumn?
Oh yeah, the first step is early September for the Spain, and the next step is after Spain. Yeah, let me check.
Okay.